Well, hello everybody. Slash nobody. Who knows if this is going to work? Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, then screw you, YouTube. Hopefully this is okay though. I don't know what just happened with the previous stream. We had like 200 people and they disappeared because, of course, technology yet again hates me. So we've gone from 200 people to 6 because no one knows that you have to go to refresh the link or go to a different link in order to see the stream. So we are going to be watching the PS5 reveal and seeing how that goes. And hopefully it doesn't lag, because the previous stream did for absolutely zero reason. I dropped 0 frames. 0. Yet, according to my stream, I was dropping an absolute ton. So that's just wonderful and exactly what you need when you are about to start up a stream, like 10 minutes before the main event goes live. Just brilliant. So, let me load up the PlayStation stream, and we are ready to go. So, second time lucky, hopefully. We're going to put this full screen. I'm actually going to unmute YouTube, otherwise you won't be able to hear it. And I am then going to switch to this. And now we wait. Now we wait until 9. And yeah, our viewership is going to be so much worse than it probably would have been. Again, we got up to 200 people before the stream intro even finished. Which would have been great, but never mind. So, hopefully... Okay, you can hear that. Right? You can hear the little PS menu type music in the background, right? Hopefully. You can hear it. Perfect. Won't be able to stay, but you dropped a like. Cheers. I mean, I don't really care how well the stream does. It would have just been nice to have more people in here because I care about discussing. Like, I don't care whether we have 50 people talking in the chat or 500. I'm very, very interested and very excited about what we're going to see. So, I just want as many people to be a part of that conversation as possible. If it's over £500, you say Xbox would win. Well, they've got 250 people to 50. Yeah, that's what I mean. We got absolutely destroyed by technology. We would have had a really successful stream, but now those people have probably gone somewhere else, which is unfortunate. But we've got, what I'm expecting is gameplay of stuff, but then price reveal, release date, and pre-order information. Most likely, my guess is £450 for the main console and $350 for the discless one. So they'll have one that's the same price as Xbox and one that is in between the two Xbox consoles, would be my guess, but we'll have to wait and see. Sure, no problem. Why are there two consoles? Because some people don't want one with a disc drive. They don't feel the need because they just buy everything digitally. You will not be able to get a PC with the same specs as these consoles for anywhere close to £500. You'd probably be looking at like £1,000 to run at the frame rate and resolution that they're going to do. Maybe at the absolute cheapest, like £750. Xbox, £250 for the cheap one that is slightly scaled down, that can't do 4K, right? So it can't do 4K, but the CPU is basically the same. It also doesn't have a disk drive, but the main one is $450, the powerhouse. The disk drive costs $200. No, I'm assuming that the disk drive And if there's a slight difference, will be about 100 difference for PlayStation. Matthew, don't know anything about it. Scotty, nice. Very curious to see what's revealed, yeah. You say hopefully PS2 consoles. We've known that they are releasing 2 a month. Do people not pay attention? Does it matter if it doesn't have 4K if you don't have a 4K TV? No. If you're not upgrading to like a 4K TV for years, you may as well get the cheaper Xbox. And then potentially upgrade later on, if need be. Hopefully price. If they don't reveal price and release date and pre-order info today, people are going to go mental. Mental. Is a cheap one basically fine? For Xbox, it depends what games you play. If you only play FIFA, you're not going to care about 4K graphics, right? You may as well get the cheaper one. If that is all that you play, there is no reason to get the higher spec version. The S can upscale to 4K. It'll be 1440p. Which is what, 2K? I think. The money that you saved up for the Xbox, but now it's cheaper to get it on finance using the money to upgrade to a 4K monitor. See, that's kind of tempting. Jamie, it's like stretching something on Photoshop, isn't it? Dylan, probably. Probably. Again, something like FIFA isn't graphics intensive, so you don't need a higher one. But yeah, I've got the money set aside, and I don't like having stuff as monthly payments anymore. I want to do it outright. So, bang, I've paid for it. Nothing else is ever going to come out of my bank account for that specific thing. Let me just get it done. I kind of want to do that for both consoles, but the finance option for Xbox is so good, and it is cheaper to do it on finance, which is bizarre. Right, this should be starting now. It's 9 o'clock. I'll only talk over stuff that I don't feel is important for you to hear. Actually, I don't think it does. Also, don't bother upgrading if you'll need to buy a 4K TV. Yeah, this should be starting. How was my day? Chill. Played a bit of Warzone. Not bad. David, it's great. It's so damn good. It will get so many people buying it. Are they doing FIFA? I would be amazed. They'll show exclusive stuff. And then if they are partnered, like for example, I still think Sony are the partner with COD. There's a chance we see something on COD, even though it's clearly a cross-platform game. Here we go. Let's do this. That should be full screen. You should be able to hear everything. Sound is good. Let's go. Here it is.
Each time I awake, this planet seems somehow different.
Where are we?
You see things others can't.
This is the power that flows through this land.
It looked like the Iron Giant,
You do
though.
not fully understand it.
So this is all the stuff that they showed off last time.
Whatever
The cat game! The cat was so cool.
We'll be ready.
Okay, let's do this.
So this is a summary of everything that was shown last time, it looks like. And then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes. Cream puff, yeah. There it is. That's everything they showed in their previous event. Summed up in about a minute. Captured on PC, emulating the PS5 experience. Why? No one cares. You gotta show... No. Man. Okay.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
How do we even know the girl will be among them? Our kind do not question orders, we follow them.
We'll find out price and stuff later. I support Leicester.
Sergeant, let's summon their icon.
Final Fantasy or something like that? I don't know.
Icon? That thing's a bloody mountain.
Maybe not. Or maybe. I don't know. They're reading. All I know is. Never played it.
Our foe will not relinquish their mother crystal easily.
Oh!
This will be a bitter fight.
You should not be out of doors.
Indeed, it's where I'm from.
This.
Release date will be announced at some point.
Your father will be expecting us.
If you enjoyed the stream, thumb it up.
Joshua's shield.
Subscribe for FIFA streams
I'm sworn
every day.
to protect him.
Bookbeak. Want to show off the console yet show PC graphics? Exactly.
Do not pledge your sword to our cause.
What does it matter? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
So they sent in the Dragoons. Imperial Vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
Whatever this is, I'm not interested. Marcus, it is Final Fantasy. Yeah, I've never played it. For people that like that kind of thing, I assume it probably looks sick. Yeah. For like 2 hours. It was just never really my thing. It didn't interest me.
That's impossible.
I'd love to say the graphics and everything look great, but they specifically said at the start that it was PC, emulating a PS5. Which I don't understand why you would do that.
Has shaped our history.
We don't know how much or release date yet. We'll find out soon. Hopefully very soon. George, I do. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you come back for FIFA 21. If any of you like FIFA, I stream it and upload it every day. If you want to see more, when next FIFA drops, make sure you subscribe.
I'll kill you.
Are they streaming in 4K? Don't know. I can't watch it in 4K.
It's the
So.
last thing I do.
Grrr. Final Fantasy 16. Again, I don't think I've ever played one. PlayStation console exclusive, also available on PC. So basically, it's not on Xbox, but on PC and PlayStation. Why don't I show the console graphics? Don't know. Right. Now, if you'd like to reveal price, release date, when I can pre-order it, that'd be great. Nate, I appreciate it. You'll come back for FIFA 21? You're a legend. Will it show any FIFA 21? I have no idea what they're going to show. I'd imagine it will pretty much only be exclusives. Right, this is all now captured from PS5. Good. That's what we want to see. Tom, yes.
It's too cold to change out here.
Spider-Man. People are so hyped about Spider-Man.
I'm late for Mom's rally.
Jackie did. Not that I remember. I don't think I've ever come up against one anymore.
Subway card. Check. You got the house key? Yeah, I got it.
Again, I haven't played the first one.
Come on, we're gonna be late.
My sister has, and she loved it. And I know so many people love Spider-Man PS4 game.
Dude, I am so filling your suit with snow. Are you still wearing your suit? Yeah, you know, just in case. It's gonna be fine.
We were in trios, yeah. There was a hacker in a lobby.
See, this is my favorite part of living in Harlem.
That's a nice transition from cutscene to gameplay. I rate that. That's solid.
This would be great for the last beat I was working on. I should get back into mixing.
Let me make sure I'm on
It's
1080.
been a while.
I'm not.
It's been a while.
Okay. Should look a little bit crisper. Yeah, this is Spider-Man, which again, I know a lot of people are hyped about.
Still hard to think of Mom
Max,
as a
cheers.
politician. She's been a teacher my whole life.
Similar skill sets, right? Corralling people, educating them, making
I
sure
might
they
play
don't
the
go
PS4 one before this one comes out, just to see if I'm interested enough to buy this one. I'd have to borrow the disc.
Hi, I'm Brian Horton, creative director at Insomniac Games. We're excited
Hey,
to show you
Brian.
this first look at gameplay from Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. Our story picks up.
This seems to be their massive, like, launch
We find
game.
Miles' new home,
Spider-Man.
Harlem, is in danger. Trouble brews while Miles' mom, Rio Morales, leads an election rally. A war between the devious energy corporation Roxxon and the Underground, a high-tech criminal army led by the Tinkerer, starts to break out. In this gameplay sequence, captured on PlayStation 5 hardware, the Underground attacks Roxxon,
So,
sending the rally into
just to
chaos
clarify,
that spills onto the
is this a
breakaway.
remaster
Underground
plus,
steal Roxxon's experimental energy source, new
like,
funding,
additional content? Or is it a brand new game? I'm still not clear on that. Does anyone know? Is it a sequel? Or remaster plus extra content? New game, prequel, brand new. Okay. I'm only talking over a cutscene. But if you play the game, you'll hear anyway. Fine. Lance. Right there. But yeah, brand new. Okay. I'll definitely play the PS4 one then, and see what that's like.
Keep him busy.
This is the actual gameplay, not cutscene.
I have to stop this.
Forza will not be on PlayStation. They will have Gran Turismo, which I'll probably show today. You know, I didn't play the first one, so I don't know how different this is, how much better it looks, etc., etc.
People are trapped over there. I have to push past these guys. Where is he? Kill you.
Mechanics look similar but quicker and smoother. Looks better, the moveset and everything. Okay. See, this is why I like having a lot of people in the stream, because otherwise I don't know how to react to this compared to the previous one. Whereas if we've got people that have played the first one, they can let me know what they think the differences are. And there'll be other games that I have played that if they've got a sequel, I can directly compare it myself. George, just FIFA. New one's out very soon though, isn't it? 2 weeks. How long do I reckon the reveal will be? An hour? One thing I really rate from what we've seen so far, the transition between cutscenes and gameplay is pretty seamless. And that's sick. Stanley, it would be when it comes out. Again, this is the kind of thing that I'm going to be doing, like giving my opinions on not necessarily the game, but some of the mechanics and stuff I see that may be influenced by the fact that it's on next gen. And some of those transitions are very, very good.
I can stop this.
Very, very strong web. David. First one was a masterpiece. That masterpiece doesn't need to be messed about with. Another storyline is all it needs. Fair. As I say, it seems anyone that was even close to a fan of the first game loved it. So if you like the first one, you're probably going to love this one. It looks super, super silky smooth. And again, I'll probably test the first one out before the PS5 comes out, see if I like it, and if I do, I'll be much more interested in potentially buying that. Aaron, yeah. ND, that's fine. We don't know price or release yet, but we will. There's no way they don't announce it today. They'll probably do an hour of games and then announce it at the end. Would be my guess. I might be wrong. Maybe they'll announce it right now. Probably not, though. Warner Bros. Harry Potter. Is this going to be the like open worldy Harry Potter that's been teased for ages?
Magic, both beautiful and powerful, binds together our long history.
Now I'm interested.
That common bond we share is the legacy of Hogwarts. Now it is time to add your own story to these hallowed halls and quite possibly shape the future of the wizarding world. Every corridor, every portrait, every stone in this castle tells the story of witches and wizards who came before. Here you will meet lifelong friends and grow into your own magical abilities in the classrooms of the world's most talented professors. And while your journey begins at Hogwarts, brewing potions, taming fantastic beasts, and mastering spells, there is a larger world beyond these walls. A world filled with dangers you can't yet imagine. An ancient knowledge long gone from this world. That strange and mysterious talent you possess may be the key to unlocking this dormant power. Your potential is limitless. But what form will it take? The journey ahead will reveal what you stand for. The choices you make now will define the legacy of Hogwarts.
Okay, it's not out this year. I don't know exactly what it is. Or whether it's exclusive. I feel like if it was exclusive, they would have plastered that across the screen. If it's similar to like an Oblivion or Elder Scrolls, but Harry Potter, I'm sold. Instantly, I'm sold. But I'm...
Hi everyone, I'm Dan Vondrak, Creative Director at Raven. One of our goals as developers is to bring the game world to life unlike anything you've ever experienced, and the PlayStation 5 is making that happen. With the power of the new console, we've been able to significantly enhance the overall experience. From what you see in the world, to how it feels in your hands, to what you hear around you. In Black Ops Cold War, you will be transported.
I told you we
to
might see
1981,
COD because they're
in the
partnered.
middle of one of the most dangerous times the world has ever known, the height of the Cold War.
David, yeah.
The following is a portion of the first campaign mission where you've been given the name of a high-value target linked to the Iran hostage
Ben
crisis.
came in with a super chat. What's the
But in
difference
true
between
Blackout style,
Xbox Series X and
things as
Xbox
it
Series
seems.
S?
Take a look.
S doesn't have a disk drive. S can't do 4K. It's a tiny bit less powerful in terms of graphics. So if you only play something like FIFA, go for the S. Anything super important that you missed? Final Fantasy 16, Spider-Man, a Harry Potter game, but I don't know if it's... I don't know exactly what it is, and I also don't know exactly if it's exclusive or not. And now we've got COD. If I stream COD, it's going to be on my Twitch. Matt, it will be once it finishes. But thank you very much for your generosity, Ben. Yeah, this is Black Ops Cold War. Free roam Harry Potter Telltale. Yeah. If it is like Fable or Elder Scrolls kind of thing, insta-buy from me. Love Harry Potter, love Elder Scrolls, that kind of thing. This is COD campaign. Harry Potter wasn't exclusive.
A rush might be in the truck.
I can't make out his face yet. I don't want the fuck? He just iced everyone in a truck. That's gotta be a rush.
Open world RPG set in Hogwarts.
That's our man. Take him out.
David, yeah. Oh, snap. See ya! Morgan, yeah. Ow. Charlie, they won't all come out at the same time. Charlie, yeah. I think prices will be $350 and $450 for the two variations, but we have to wait and see. COD isn't exclusive, but PlayStation always has like early stuff, so the beta comes out first on PlayStation, stuff like that. Tarek, I think they revived it with the last two games. Brian, I wonder that as well. I'd love to see more about that Harry Potter game. It really, really interests me. I think 305.25. The Hogwarts Legacy. They've just tweeted for the first time. Oh yeah. DLC cost. Boom. I just want to know about its activity and stuff. I'm already excited for COD. Jazz, I know. Everyone sub. Exactly. If you want to see next-gen gaming here, make sure you subscribe. Hit the thumbs up on this stream as well. Cheers.
Campaign for Black Ops Cold
Woods.
War. There are many more twists and turns along the way as you begin to unravel the truth, and we can't wait for you to play it soon. In addition to the story campaign, Cold War features the next generation of multiplayer online combat and an all-new awesome zombies experience. Today, I have the special honor to announce on behalf of my friends at Treyarch that the PlayStation community doesn't have to wait to play multiplayer. Starting this Friday, PlayStation players will be able to play the multiplayer alpha exclusively on PlayStation 4.
There you
for
go.
those of you that are watching at home on your PS4, you can preload the experience starting tomorrow. We can't wait to see you online Friday and through the weekend. Enjoy the rest of the show.
I might be streaming on Twitch over the weekend. Okay. Alpha on PS4. Xbox event, they just revealed stuff instead of having an event like this. My Twitch is the same as on here. Pre-order necessary for Alpha. Doesn't look like it. Play. Quickly do that.
All clear.
Begins Friday, ends Sunday.
Come on, move!
Wow.
Chris? What the hell? Take him away.
Capcom! What did Capcom do? Quick, guesses?
In life
There will be zombies.
we give glory.
GTA 6 won't be out for like 3 or 4 years, probably.
For us
Resident
all.
Evil?
They're coming again.
Good. Good. Now that we're getting under. We'll see the price soon.
Paranoid. Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work. But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence. The bushes empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees.
Oh.
Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over
George,
vine,
no.
under branch, and into
Ace
the
Attorney.
forest deep.
I don't like scary games.
It's just a local tale.
We won't get zombies for a while. Can play COD on the weekend on PS4, yeah? Oh, Village. Oh, but it is Resident Evil. But, yeah. Okay. You don't like getting scared? Nah. I'm not gonna...
If it's just looking, window shop away.
I'm not gonna buy a game specifically to get scared. Oh, I was ready for a jump scare. I'm amazed. Destiny. Oh, the Looper thing. Deathloop. This looked sick.
You want out of a time loop? You gotta learn how it works. Black Reef is a puzzle, and each visionary is a different piece. Here's Igor.
Awesome.
I am a respected scientist.
I've done so many loops, I've learned to run circles around him.
Didn't last very long. This looked really, really cool when we first saw it.
Hey, over here! I'm coming for you!
Really cool. This is probably about an hour long.
I've tried taking my targets out one by one more than I can remember, but there is never enough time. I go after one, another lives. Because right now, half an island away, a different visionary is throwing his nightly cannibal masquerade. Alexis Dorsey.
Everybody shut up! This is my jam.
Igor is a big fan, yet somehow he never makes it to the party. Something keeps him home.
Colt, you there, buddy?
Here's the invite to the party. And here's why Igor blew it off. He made some kind of scientific breakthrough that morning.
I did it! I did it, it works!
That he makes every morning. Unless I get there first.
That animation was sick. I know it's only a tiny thing, but still.
No experiment, no breakthrough. No reason for Igor not to drink his disappointment with Alexis. Now I got a shot at killing them both at the same time.
This is Death Loop. I think that's what it's called.
In the same loop.
Hey, Wolf! It's time to hunt King! Wolf! I'm talking about you, baby! Come on, Blake!
Oh, yeah. Jake, we've just seen games. David, yeah.
Eight targets on my list. Every one of them with grand plans for eternal life. To break the loop, I gotta break the rules. Clock's ticking.
And you just ran out of time. You keep forgetting, Colt. I'm not like those other idiots. Only got one name on my list. Yours.
Deathloop. Okay. See, this says exclusive, also on PC. There is no way that Harry Potter is exclusive, so that'll be on Xbox as well. Otherwise, there's no chance that they would have put it on these other trailers and stuff, and not put it on a Harry Potter massive RPG game. So there's no way it's exclusive. John, yeah. So yeah, the Harry Potter open world RPG should be available on everything. In theory.
That day, if our positions were switched, would our fates
And you're nice.
be different? Would I have your life? And you mine? You a demon?
Never played Devil May Cry. Yeah, never played it.
Kneel before me. This is power.
Does not.
Rest in peace.
That last one flop? Couldn't tell you. Yeah, no, I've never had an interest in DMC. From DMC. Aves, yeah. Could be in the back guy group.
Devil may cry.
Only digitally? Would be interesting. Right. Now can we get the information that everyone wants? Matt, we're begging that there's a release date and price and everything. They're taking their sweet time. Lego Harry Potter, yeah. I want new Lego Star Wars.
What are they doing? Did those fugitive morons burn down their own hideout? It sounds idiotic, but That's exactly what it looks like. Bad karma for burning down my farm.
Hi, I'm Lorne Lanning, creative director of Oddworld Soulstorm, and we're excited to bring you an all-new exclusive trailer from the game. Here, our unlikely hero, Abe, finds himself fresh off the back of freeing his people from the nefarious Rupture Farms. He thinks the journey is over, but soon discovers it has only just begun. The stakes are higher, the threats are larger, the obstacles are more devious, and it's all made possible by the power of PlayStation 5. Enjoy.
Yes, that doesn't surprise me. I don't really have an interest. Bigger, badder, better. Oh.
We are not letting that ape guy get away from us again.
Like not yourself side. Basically a platforming stealth game.
Wait here. Hey, why the hold up? I could go for a sandwich right now. We gotta get out of here. Come on, let's get out of here. My tummy's growling. I'm hungry.
They were definitely glitching inside of each other there. I don't understand when you bring out a trailer for a next-gen game why you would put something like that in. Clearly see, I don't know. Happens all the time. You can see entities clipping into each other and stuff like that. Don't do it. Surely you could space them out a tiny bit more. Just for a trailer, even if it's not like that in-game. I don't know.
Gregory, your friends are worried about you. They're here with me. Please, come out.
Is this what you just said? Five Nights at Freddy's?
I may have lost my temper earlier, but it was just a glitch. It won't happen again. It's been such a difficult day for all of us. Why don't you come out and we can play a game together? It won't happen again.
Wilfred, yeah. It is! It actually is! I only ever watched Markiplier play FNAF.
Gregory, be still. I think she's found us.
That was so obvious. Interesting. But what, like an actual like exploratory game compared to the standard cameras? I tell you what, one thing, like even if you don't like the games, the lore in Five Nights at Freddy's is really, really cool and very interesting. And that's the only reason why I watched like each of the games. I knew that the gameplay was going to be basically the same, but I watched it to find out the lore. So yeah, there's a lot of story behind it, even if the games may seem simple. Sure, no. Everyone can access that alpha as long as you're on PS4. Is it like a new Dark Souls? Would have been good if it was and he just dropped down there and it said you died, just for the memes. That would have been a good trailer. Unless these games are dark themed. Aiden, I think both new consoles are going to be incredible. If you like games, we're in for a hell of a lot of good ones. What, Robbo, is there a sequel? Or remaster. Again, graphically, the lighting, everything looks it. Same with all of like the particle effects and everything like that. Really nice. Like once he kills this guy, that kind of stuff. Masters, yeah. Adding co-op to PS5. Ah, okay. Yeah, he is pretty much absolutely destroying everything in his path. Go on, Kino. Yeah, that's the kind of thing with game share and share play and stuff like that. That's the thing that I'm interested in, right? I know that all these games are going to look sick and play really good and everything like that. I want to know what the features of the consoles are that set them apart from one another. Because other than the exclusive games that you may or may not be interested in, as it stands, they seem identical. The features are normally what set them apart from each other. Again, share play, the ability to live stream to certain platforms. These are big things that would make a big difference. Oh, wow. That thing's pretty huge. That's it. That's a pretty impressive block with a shield of that size against a cleave of that size. He's not going to one-hit this guy. Of course! I nearly called it. Nearly. I said if it is a Dark Souls kind of thing, you need to have them dying for the memes in the trailer. Otherwise it wouldn't be that serious, would it? Good. You've done that well. 2020 and 2021 are going to be good for games for both consoles. Yeah. This is the thing, people have console, like, still think that console wars exist. Whichever way you go, you're in for a great, well, future for gaming. Alright, that doesn't surprise me. Prince of Persia is getting remastered, apparently. And that could be sick. How long have we been going? 47 minutes. How long did I start before? Oh, it started at 9, didn't it? So we've been going 40 minutes so far. At Fortnite. Yeah, I was going to say, I recognise that sound. Fortnite on PS5. Ghost, no. I mean, we all expected that to be the case. Harry Potter looks like an open world RPG. Introducing the PlayStation Plus collection. Is this to rival Game Pass? If so, this could be huge for them. New PlayStation Plus benefit for PS5. Right, here we go.
Can you kill something that big?
God of War, Bloodborne, Monster Hunter, Final Fantasy 15, Fallout 4. So basically, it is their version of Game Pass. Ratchet & Clank is the only one that interests me out of all of these so far. Maybe. Is that the latest one? I don't know. I never even realised that game came out. I remember seeing it at E3.
After all we've been through.
Already got that.
It's time.
So basically all... But, see, the one thing I have with that is it's only PS4 games. Right? It's good, but when you compare it to Game Pass, you're getting first-party Xbox Series X games as soon as they come out. For free. Rather than just old games. It is very nice if you haven't got those games. I haven't played them on the last gen. But... I don't know. Right. Can we get the info that we're waiting for? Please. Here we go. Are you ready? The thing you've all been waiting for. We know what it looks like. Give me a price and a release date. I'm guessing $4.50 for this one, $3.50 for the discless one. I'm going to guess about the same release date. $450 and $360. Basically exactly what I thought. November 12th. So 2 days after Xbox. And it's going to cost the same. Okay.
So now you know. Thank you all for joining us today and for being part of this amazing
That's not
journey.
surprising.
It's your passion as fans of gaming that drives us to deliver a truly new generation of experiences on PS5. From everyone at PlayStation, we appreciate your continued support, and we look forward to you getting your hands on PS5 very soon. To close, let me leave you with one more quick look.
Okay. It's a teaser for something else.
The time draws near.
To me, as it stands, in terms of power and what you get for your money, an Xbox with Game Pass seems slightly better, but it does depend on what kind of games you play. I think for single-player games,
you must prepare yourself.
RPGs maybe. Ragnarok. Okay. PS5 might interest people more. Release November 19th. Oh, is that what it said? I thought it said November 12th and then 19th for the... Let's see. US, Japan, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand and South Korea on the 12th. Europe gets it 19th. Wow. No finance options for the PS5. Nothing like a Game Pass. Because that was basically them adding a few games to if you already have PlayStation Plus, right? A bit like games with gold on Xbox. What do people think? People would buy the more expensive one if they... Well, we're assuming that the specs are identical. We're assuming. then you'd get it if you prefer digital, physical copies of games and everything like that. If the specs are the same, I'd be very tempted to get digital. Because I buy stuff digital basically all the time anyway. That's a good point. They didn't say anything about pre-ordering, unless they will at the very end. Play has no limits. Unless you play in Europe and then you have a week's limit. So we don't know when we can pre-order. Why? Why would you announce the price but not let us pre-order? That's it. John, yeah. Americans do get PS5 before Europe, yes. So the price is here. Xbox Series S does not have a disc drive. Let me quickly take a picture of this for my mates because I know they're interested. So it comes out. So Xbox comes out on November 10th, which is a Tuesday. 19th is the next Thursday. You're going to get it a whole 9 days before. Digital is the same specs. Interesting. I am surprised of no pre-order information. I think the big thing for me, in terms of which one I would get, right, between the two, $450 for the physical, like the one with the disc drive and everything, right? $360, £90 cheaper to lose the disc drive. I think it depends on whether you will be able to buy games, for example, off of Amazon digitally rather than through the PlayStation Store. Because physical versions normally are cheaper than digital one. Is there any point in the disc drive version no backwards compatibility, and who watches DVDs, Blu-rays anymore, or Netflix streaming? I think they lowered that like £50 to compete with Series S. I thought this would be lower. I thought this would have been $350 and optimistically maybe even a little bit less than that to compete with the Series S. Yeah, again, that is a massive thing that we haven't really heard them talk about in terms of these consoles. Backwards compatibility and stuff like that is huge. For example, if you could whack a PS4 disc into here and play it, every single one, that's huge. If you can whack any Xbox One disc and put it into the Xbox Series X and play it, that's huge. If one has it and the other doesn't, that's massive for a lot of people. And they just haven't... This is my one last worry with both of them right now. Is that... Oh, it was God of War Ragnarok. Oh, I thought it was a Thor thing. Okay. Well, that's even less interesting to me. Downside of digital is that it just doesn't have a disk drive. Is there a difference in graphics between the two PS5s? No. No. So this is fair enough. So say if I got the disc, would you be able to get games digital like PS4? Buy digital games, obviously, yeah. See, that is also another question, isn't it? With digital, how big are the games going to be? How many are you going to be able to fit on the hard drive that comes with the PS5? We all know how big something like COD is, right? It's over 100 gig or something crazy. So, you say Xbox doesn't have backward compatibility. See, that would surprise me, because they've talked about it in the past. That they want like all 4 generations or whatever of Xbox in one place. So, I think Xbox does, but I don't know about PS5. I don't know. So as it stands, anyone that's watching this, Morgan, you could cancel your pre-order and get it digitally instead. Right? Literally says on the Xbox site it's backwards compatible. So, with the PS Now, or PS Plus collection, whatever they called it, anything playable on Xbox One is playable on Series S and X. See, that's big. My one problem with recent PlayStation consoles is the lack of backwards compatibility. I didn't really realise it until recently. But I've got, I don't know how well you can see. Let me switch to this screen. How much can you see up there? You can't. Let me zoom out. Oops. Up here, this entire shelf is PS2 games, right? And I didn't realise until recently how few PlayStation games seem to be backwards compatible. Because I wanted to play some old stuff with my dad, using the PS3 or the PS4. And it's just a nightmare. It basically doesn't exist. So you'd have to set up the PS2 to play stuff. Just frustrating. Yeah. Let me quickly send these pictures. Because I know people are going to be talking about this. My mates are going to be interested. There we go. PS5 only compatible with PS4. Hey man. I want to be able to whack in like a PS2 Simpsons Hit and Run and play it. You can't play someone on Xbox now to someone with new Xbox. Depends on the game. You can't on FIFA because EA are dinosaurs and live in the past. But with something like COD, you can. Something like COD is cross-platform and cross-generation play. There is a Harry Potter game, but it's not exclusive. But we have no information. No information about pre-ordering. So if you don't have that much money, then I guess Xbox is the way to go. If it's not that big of a problem, I guess it depends on which games you've seen so far that potentially interest you the most. I think Xbox Game Pass is the best value thing in gaming, in my opinion. Xbox does have that. PS5 probably has more. More exclusives that more people are interested in. Xbox has the finance options, which is pretty huge. You say Xbox is bad, you got a PC or the game are on PC. Most of the games that they showed off on this are also on PC as well. I don't think a lot of people realise that. Bigger, I don't know. What the Xbox price is? 250 or 450? This is 360 or 450. So Xbox is entry level. I am going to pick up both straight away. An Xbox and a PlayStation, yes. I'm ready to pre-order both. I have the money set aside for both, ready to go. I fully expect, I called this months ago. I thought they would both be 450. I had no idea what the lower edition was going to be, but that didn't interest me really. I thought they were both going to be about 450. Can someone say what's better price? Doesn't matter, the digital or normal one. Well, digital is £90 cheaper. How's the 251 compared to the more expensive one on Xbox? It doesn't do 4K. And it doesn't have a disk drive. Those are the two big differences. So, with the PlayStation, both of them have the same specs, I think. However, this one obviously doesn't have a disk drive. With Xbox, they have different specs. So, that's why the cheaper Xbox is more cheap than this, because it can't do 4K. However, a lot of people don't have 4K TVs and monitors and stuff, so for now, it may be the way that a lot of people go. And then, maybe in a year or two, once more games and more developers have fully taken... once they've taken advantage of the specs of the consoles, then it might make more sense for a lot of people to upgrade to the Series X or something like that. You say PS5 digital is better value than Xbox cheaper version in your opinion? Again, it depends. It depends on what games you play. Right? Xbox Series S, for me, is very good value if you don't intend on playing games that are, like, insanely graphically intensive and stuff like that. Cross-platform games, for example, I use the same example because that's what my channel is based on. If all you play is FIFA, pretty much, I don't know why you'd go for anything other than the Series S. Because it's just so much cheaper. It makes so much sense. And the difference in like 4K compared to 2K graphics is not necessary on FIFA. Whereas some of the games that they've showed off today, the graphics and everything are going to be really, really good, and they're probably going to be more graphically intensive. So if they're on both, then if you're going for the entry-level one, for example, for the Harry Potter game, maybe you'd go for the digital PS5 rather than the Xbox Series S, if you're not going to go for either of the big boys. Will the Xbox Series S be more like Xbox One than Series X? No. The main difference, like, the CPU, right? The thing that basically runs the games, okay, is basically the same on the consoles. However, it's just the graphics aren't as good. Otherwise, they'd have to make two versions of every game that they make for Xbox. The game will run the same. Let's say there's a new GTA. It will come out on both Xboxes. It will play exactly the same on both Xboxes and both PlayStations. But on Xbox, the graphics won't be 4K on the Series S. Right? Why do people want disc drive? Because they buy physical versions of games that they then go and sell once they're done with them. Stuff like that. You say pre-order starts on Monday. I'm going to wait till we get full info. Yeah. I mean, they're both very, very nice value. What's better if you just play FIFA and Fortnite, PS5 digital or PS5? Digital. You won't need the disc drive. The specs are the same on both of these. I think pre-orders will depend on the country. I agree. You've pre-ordered FIFA on the Xbox. Do you have to get this Series X or will it work on Series S? It will work on Series S. I don't know which one of these two I'm gonna get. I'm gonna wait for the full specs to come out as to like hard drive size and stuff like that and estimated game size. In my head, I was always getting the highest version of both consoles. Because just in case I need this, I'd rather have it than not. I'd rather have it. Xbox, it makes more sense for me to go for the big one as well, because why would I go for the lesser one? They both have the same capacity. I assume so. I assume so. You're thinking PS5 digital spend difference on storage expansion. See, that would be a big thing. But at the same time, is there much point in doing that when you could just buy the physical versions? That's the question, isn't it? It's because games will be more expensive digitally, and you will also have to pay for the extra storage. So the question is whether it will be worth the money to go down that route or go physical. So because you only really play FIFA and don't have a 4K TV or monitor, you're okay to get a Series S and your pre-ordered FIFA will work. Yes. If you only play FIFA, you don't care about 4K graphics or something like that, I would advise to go for the Series S. If that is all that you play. Literally all that you play. That would definitely be my advice. And then in the future, if you want to upgrade in a few years when you play other games and stuff like that, then you can. Right? Ghost, but I don't know which one I'll play more on. Main difference is literally a disc drive on PlayStation. That is the only difference. Hogwarts Legacy is coming to all consoles. It will be available for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and PC. But what about Xbox Series X? I'd imagine it will if it's coming out on Xbox One. Breaking news from Dexerto. From Jeff Keighley. PS5 pre-orders are going live starting tomorrow. But that might just be America. They need to just tell us. Jamie, better. Better. Will there be black color edition? Doesn't look like it. You're completely happy paying extra for the disc drive console. You're going to have the console for, what, 5+ years? Worth the money in the bigger picture. Where would you go to pre-order? Somewhere like Amazon? All the games in the end, will they be free for PS Plus owners? The games that will be free are... these. So everything that is shown from here onwards, you get free with PS Plus. It's basically the best of the best PS4 games. Black one has been shown. What, PS4? PS5.
Can you kill something that big?
So all of these that you're seeing right here, you will get through PS Plus. The games collection. George, you could do, it's whether you think you're also going to play other things and whether you think the graphics difference on FIFA is necessary.
My name is Marcus.
My name is Cara.
So if you only play FIFA or a couple of games, you should buy the PS5 digital considering your budget is low. I would advise that, yeah. Maybe not available at launch, hence not shown here. Interesting. Digital means that there's no disk drive. That's the only difference between the two consoles. The two versions of the console. Yeah, all of these that you're seeing behind me are part of the PlayStation games collection. If you have PS Plus, you will have access to all of these games at no extra cost. The original Spider-Man wasn't shown in this, was it? Otherwise, I'd be really interested in that. Actually, we already own it. What am I talking about? Digital version games more expensive. How much are we talking? Not much, but it adds up. So even if each game is like £5 more expensive to buy digitally, or at a push £10, then it adds up eventually. Ali, yeah. So here you go. Does it mean you have to download the games digital on PS Store? Yes. When can we order them in America? We don't... Oh, wait. PS... See, this is the PlayStation 5 pre-orders will be available starting as early as tomorrow at select retailers. That is from PlayStation. Have just tweeted that out. Xbox, right now, have also just tweeted pre-orders for Xbox Series X and S go live on the 22nd of September at 8 AM UK time. Microsoft Store, Amazon, Game, Argos, Currys, Tesco, Smith's Toys, John Lewis, AO, Very, Shop2, and Simply Games. The P, yeah, exactly. Kaushik, on this generation of consoles, Xbox has had a less player base than on PS5 for FIFA, or PS4, sorry. Next gen is hard to say because of how cheap the entry-level Xbox is. That's potentially going to be the casual console. So the player base on FIFA may be a lot more even because of that. Do I think it will sell out quickly when it's released with pre-order? Yes. I would be ready to go straight away. Wake up and get ready. Oh god, I'm supposed to be recording with Jack tomorrow morning. I gotta pre-order that first. But then again, it doesn't say what time. I need to wait for them to officially come out and say, this is the time it goes live. We need more details, PlayStation. We need a lot more details before we can start to fully understand everything. So PlayStation UK have not tweeted anything about pre-orders. But November 19th. When will the money come out? Dunno. Instantly, I imagine. Matt, probably. Josh, I really don't know. Hot Alpha on Friday. Yes. Yes. $4.99 equals £384, so why $4.50 on 1 week later? because that's the way that consoles and stuff work. It's always the case. It's not as bad as Apple, right? Apple are way worse. Simpsons, yeah. But that's just America, right? If this was Apple, this $sign would get turned into a pound sign for the UK price. That's what they do, right? On everything that they release. It's not that bad. It could be worse. Manu not in the race for Bale, says Fabrizio. Do you think it'll matter where you pre-order it? Would different stores offer different things? No. No. Basically what they did for Euros. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Do I think there'll be a FIFA bundle? Yes. I do. Fabrizio has not tweeted about Bale. Not that it's here we go. What are the benefits of pre-ordering? You get one on the day. Like, with the pandemic and everything like that, I'd be a bit worried about not pre-ordering if I wanted to get one on release day. Digital version is cheaper because it's digital only. Jamie, yeah, happy about that. To answer the question on stream about the price difference, right, here we go from Alex. Want to see? Apparently, the price difference between USA and UK, the UK price includes tax. US price doesn't. Which makes sense. So US will actually be more than that. That makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. You need a hard drive to get your games from PS4. I don't know what you mean. PS5 digital has 1 terabyte storage. Getty, I don't know exactly. David, no. No. It comes out on... There you go. Any chance you think Xbox will be the same price? I have no idea what you mean. The Xbox prices were revealed like a week ago, week and a half ago. But yeah, we don't have full... We don't have full information about pre-orders yet. According to PlayStation themselves, pre-orders may start as early as tomorrow, but that may only be these ones up here that are getting it first. So Europe, we get it on November 19th, sadly. Mark, yes. So let me very, very quickly and briefly explain the 4 consoles that are coming out in November, okay? Xbox Series X, the biggest of the best, right? It has the best specs, etc., etc. It has a disk drive. That is the behemoth Xbox console, okay? 4K, 60 FPS or 120 FPS, stuff like that, right? That is their beast. There is also the Xbox Series S, which can still play all the same games, but it can't do it in 4K, okay? Its maximum resolution is 1440p, which I think is 2K, right? And it also does not have a disk drive, okay? So it's digital only. Xbox price, £450 and £250. PlayStation have two versions. Digital and physical. Physical one, like the Series X Xbox. Their big boy has everything, right? It has the disc drive, so you can play physical or you can buy digital games. It's up to you. The difference is that the PS5 digital version has exactly the same specs as the physical one, which is why it's more expensive than the Xbox Series S. However, it is digital only. You cannot get any physical discs. You can't just shove them in a USB port. If you want to buy discs, you got to buy the big boy version. Okay? So there we go. How much is a cheap 4K TV? Probably a few £100, at a guess. 200 to 300. Tibbs, I would hope after. I would hope after. Series X specs are better than the PS5 on paper, yes. Series S specs are worse than the PS5 in terms of graphics. Processing power? Very similar. Very, very similar. Both PS5s are 4K. £250 to £300 for a 4K TV. There you go. Dylan, something like that. Yes, you don't have to have a 4K TV to buy these, right? It will downscale and be 1080p. But they do work on a 4K if you have it. What do I buy? I will buy both. I would say, if you have no preference to consoles or to an exclusive or something like that, right? If you don't have much money, can you actually put PS4 games in a PS5? I don't know. I don't think they've talked anything about backwards compatibility for PS5. Xbox is full compatible. Backwards compatible. I don't know about PS5, so I can't say yes or no. Someone in the chat may know. Are Xbox controllers easily breakable? No. If you want a stream plus money restraint, what would I go for? Right, now the big thing that Xbox has that PlayStation doesn't is Game Pass. So Game Pass gets you all first-party Xbox games, as well as a load of other games. For a small amount each month. However, the big thing that Xbox has is their finance option. Now, the finance option for Xbox is either like £25 or £35 a month. I think those are the two amounts, depending on whether you go for the lower or higher console. And with that, you get the console day one, but you also get Game Pass with that. And it actually ends up, over the 2 years, costing less to do it on finance than it does to buy it outright. So if you are tight on money and you want a next-gen console, but you potentially can't afford straight away, then Xbox's financing option might be the way to go. Right? $28.99 is the best console price. Okay, so £29 a month for an Xbox Series X and Game Pass, or £21 a month for Xbox Series X and Game Pass. Fabrizio Romano, Gareth Bale is coming back to Tottenham. The agreement is getting closer. Last details, then the deal will be done. Not done, but how many months? 2 years. 2 years. If you get FIFA 21 digital on PS4, how would you connect the game to digital on PS5? Release date? Yeah. Implosion, you should be fine. You should be fine. Sommel, I don't know. Regan, I think both consoles will basically play identical. There really, really won't be much difference at all. They haven't told us any features of either console. So as it stands, they're identical. They're identical. Right? We don't know whether one has Discord, one has Skype, whether one has SharePlay, one doesn't, whether one can stream to Twitch, one can stream to YouTube. We don't know any of that info. They haven't told us any features at all. So as it stands, pretty much assume that all the features that were on the PS4 or the Xbox One are what are going to be on the next-gen console. Series S is very cheap for only losing the 4K. Yes. Can you explain the Game Pass of Xbox more? You don't fully understand. So Game Pass, you know what, let me Xbox Game Pass gets access to over 100 high-quality games with new titles added all the time, played directly on console, PC, and Android mobile devices from the cloud. Plus, enjoy all the benefits of EA Play, or EA Access as you may have known it before, coming this holiday at no extra cost. So, play 100 plus high-quality games, right? Blah, blah, blah. Explore all games. So, you get Xbox Live Gold with it, EA Play included. You can play on your console, PC, or Android. Free perks, exclusive discounts, and new games added all the time, including day one releases. So, for example, something like Halo, when it comes out, day one, if you have Game Pass, you will own the game. You don't need to buy it. You will have it if you have Game Pass. Same with Forza. Same with anything else that is a first-party Xbox game. This is why I say the value is incredible. Incredible. Right? Here are all the games for those that are interested. Game Pass, I think... actually, I don't want that to come up with... one sec. Yeah, I didn't want it to come up with, like, my... Okay. So... Most popular... Wasteland, Resident Evil, World War Z, Flight Simulator. Like, I've downloaded this on PC because it's free for me. Batman, Dead by Daylight, Forza, Horizon 4, Gears 5, Golf with Your Friends, Halo 5, Halo Master Chief Collection, Minecraft, No Man's Sky, Rocket League, Tabs, State of Decay, Sea of Thieves, Human Fall Flat, Minecraft Dungeons is on there as well. Ooh, interesting. I'm going to have to download that. I didn't know. Outer Worlds. Recently added. Tell me why. Battletoad. Jackbox Party Pack. Scenes. So yeah, you get all of these. Okay? There you go. Game Pass is awesome. But have you seen Sony's exclusive? It's a different league. It depends what kind of games you're interested in. Sony single player games are their biggest and best exclusives. There you go. We have to buy FIFA 21 on PS5 too. It depends if you're switching consoles. If you're staying on the same side, Sony or Microsoft, then you don't need to buy it again. Ibby, yes, that should be. Do we know what time we can pre-order? No. Why is the UK not in the list for early release? Don't know. Don't know. Digital version will cost more in the long run. I agree. I agree. I think that either, like, if you've got the money, I don't really know why. If you're going to buy a few games, I think you go for this. I think if you can, you go for the top end of either. If you're going for a budget, I think you go Series S. Figure you can, or you can do it online. Where's the Xbox X finance? So, Xbox. So, and more. So Xbox, I'm assuming it shows it on here, right? Xbox All Access. This is the finance thing, right? This is the finance. Digital will cost more in the long run because digital games cost more. Right? Yeah, I honestly, the only reason, realistically, that I'd be tempted to go for the digital is I think it looks better. But in reality, I'm never going to look at my console, so it doesn't matter. But this is the big thing for the Xbox One, right? Your all-inclusive pass, the world of Xbox. So here you go. This is the finance. So you get an Xbox console, whichever one you choose. 24 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Okay? And here you go. So, if you go with the big one, the big boy, £29 a month, no upfront cost, and you pay 0 interest. 24 months, you get the Xbox Series X, and you get 24 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Okay? Next gen performance in this one, Xbox Series S. Same thing, you get the console and 24 months of Game Pass, £21 a month, no interest. It actually works out, if you have Game Pass Ultimate and the console, it actually works out cheaper to do it on finance than it does to buy it outright. Which is not how finance normally works. Normally you end up paying a lot more over the course of the years, and that is why finance is an option. But Xbox have gone really, really big with this. And this is a very, very good option for people that don't want to pay £450 or £250 up front. This is very, very good value. Very good value. So, it really depends on your situation. Really depends on your situation. But both of them are incredible. Right? Absolutely incredible. Depey, potentially digital. You're getting a Series X on finance because you have Game Pass. This is a thing, right? Like, this value is so good that it's tempting me to do this. Even though I can afford to do it up front. Because I've budgeted for it. For like this whole year, I've had the money set aside for my new Xbox and PS5 or whatever. But this is very tempting. Very tempting. Yeah. When's the new Wii? Yeah, good question. I don't know. So yeah, EA haven't announced, as it stands, this is interesting. EA haven't announced whether FIFA... They haven't announced anything to do with next-gen FIFA yet. This is interesting. So, PlayStation 5 launch day games, like Demon Souls, $70. They're going to be £60. Spider-Man, $70. Oh, Ultimate Edition. And then this one is 50? I don't know. The only problem is you have a crap TV. That's fine. Drinks, it really depends on how you want to play. Does the PS5 come with the headset and camera when you buy it? It will most likely come with a headset, but probably not the camera thing. Odd Cold War will probably be like 60 quid. Maybe 55. What time can we pre-download COD tomorrow? Don't know, I don't think yet. Yeah, you'll get a standard... You won't get a headset like this, most likely, with it. You'll get the one that's like one ear with a mic. You know what I mean? Pricing for the games doesn't show two different prices for disc or digital versions. No, normal games don't do that. But that doesn't mean that they're priced. That doesn't mean that they aren't priced differently. Xbox, yeah, you can use your old controller. It works. Also, your Xbox Series X controller works on Xbox One. Will the price go down in like 1 or 2 years? Yeah. It won't go down massively. For example, by next Christmas, this will probably be £300. This will probably be 400, would be my guess. I don't think it will go down that much in the first year. Tag you in accessories for PS5 with prices. There you go. So, a controller, €70. The headset, €100. Camera, 60. So yeah, you won't get this with it. You won't get this. You'll get a little single over-the-ear headset. Spelled play wrong. Ooh. Probably not, because the controller has a built-in mic. Series S is not as great as PS5 Digital Edition. Yeah. Exactly, David. Exactly. If you are promoting a camera, that massively pushes towards streaming being built into your console. So why are you not announcing this as a massive feature, unless it's not coming out at launch? If you can stream to Twitch and YouTube properly, and this is going to get pushed, this camera, so that people can do that, announce it. So many people, because it's already in PS4, and doesn't matter. Does not matter. We need to know the features of these consoles. You can't just assume that because something was on one that it's going to be on the next one. They can change everything. So it really does blow my mind that at this stage, if you are able to pre-order this console tomorrow, you don't know the features of it. You don't know the streaming features. You don't know the like voice chat kind of features. Like, does it just stick with the PlayStation Party chat? Is that cross-generation between PS5 and PS4? Does it have something different, like a Skype? Well, it won't be Skype, because that's Microsoft. Will it have something like Discord built in? We don't know. And these are the kind of things that people want to know before they pre-order. Right? Those are the things that people want to know. As someone who's looking to buy a console for the first time, you literally just go and buy opinions because barely been told any features. Exactly. And that is why I'm blown away by the fact they aren't telling us these things. Because for someone like myself, I'm buying it regardless. Right? But for someone that maybe hasn't had a console before, that is thinking about getting one, they want to know, what do I get with my console? Again, if Xbox has a share play feature, a party chat feature, a cross-generation party chat feature, something like that, Discord, streaming to YouTube, streaming to Twitch, built in, right? All of these things. Yet PlayStation doesn't, which is unlikely, but let's say it does. That's huge. It's absolutely huge for someone that is buying a console for the first time and doesn't know which way to go. So, I think it is... I think it's a bit crazy that pre-orders are going to start tomorrow without us knowing any of those details. Why am I buying it then? Because it doesn't matter as much to me. But to people that don't buy consoles and maybe buying their first one, they want to know everything about it before they can buy it. And the worry, like, that may not affect some people if they think that it's going to be in stock. Right? But these could sell out. We have no idea what the supply and demand of both of these consoles are going to be. So personally for me, as soon as these are available to pre-order, for example, on the 22nd, the Xbox pre-orders go live at 8 AM. I'll be on Amazon and also probably have a couple of other websites open, ready to go at 8 AM, ready to pre-order it. Because I don't know what the stock situation is going to be like. For example, the Wii back in the day. I got very, very lucky with the Wii. My dad was buying me one for Christmas or my birthday. Probably Christmas, because consoles come out around that time. It was in stock for 7 minutes on Amazon. And then wasn't in stock for ages. We know it's next-gen console, so we know it's going to have all the features. You know that as a first-time buyer or previous buyer. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you haven't bought a console before, you don't know the features of this one. You can find out the features of the PS4, but you don't know if they are still features on the PS5. Do we have a price? It's literally on the screen. Ben, yeah. Yeah. Ben, it's not as simple as that. That is an entry-level console. I will not be getting digital, no. The world we live in now, you'd be silly to think it would be a basic console. You are talking to me, a streamer. You are someone that is watching a live stream about a console. You're not the kind of person we're talking about. This is that guy that used to play games back on like the PS2 or something like that and hasn't had a console for years and is now thinking of potentially getting one to chill out after work every day. They don't know the ins and outs of everything like me and you do. It's very, very different. And these people want to know everything. Right? Some people will want to have something like a PS5 or an Xbox as their device that can basically do everything. Some people want to know, even though, to me and you, the answer to this question is instantly yes. They won't know, as it stands. Will it have Netflix? Will it have YouTube? Will it have all of these things that I want to have? Will it be able to house all of my entertainment? If I have some Blu-ray discs, will I be able to whack them in and watch my Lord of the Rings or something DVD that I've got by sticking it in the console? Again, to us, we will all make assumptions based on previous consoles and what we know about these things. But a lot of people will have no idea. And this is why they need to reveal these things. Otherwise, it's a massive, massive thing if they don't. Implosion, I think you'll be fine. Regan, it may sell out pre-orders. However, you would assume that they will have multiple sets of stock to pre-order. And they will announce when they're going to restock, if it does sell out. You want to know what your hard-earned money is getting? Exactly. Exactly. Simple as that, really. Do you think I'll be getting any of the accessories? I don't think I need them. Am I eventually buying 4K monitors? Yeah. David, nice. I'll get this. You don't have a 4K TV and you like gaming in spare time, would I say Xbox S is more worth it than Xbox X or PS5? It depends how many games you play. Because S is purely digital. So you don't want to be playing a massive variety of games that means that you're going to have to delete and re-download another game because you've run out of space. And stuff like that. If you don't play that many, then yeah. If you don't know, don't buy and wait. See, that's fine if they keep stock. Right? If they keep restocking pre-orders, then all of what I've just said about not knowing everything about features and everything is pretty irrelevant. Right? Because you'll still have time to learn those things before you can pre-order it and then buy it. Whereas other consoles have had problems with stock. And so for someone like myself that doesn't necessarily like, I'm not going to use my PS5 to watch Netflix on, right? I'm going to use like my current gen consoles probably as Netflix devices and stuff like that in the future when I just use these new ones for gaming. So it doesn't really matter to me. I'm going to buy them regardless. But other people will potentially have to wait. Find out. Sounds perfect to me. What time are you thinking? There are multiple things to think about. Can you not pre-order an Xbox on finance till the 22nd? Yeah, I don't think so. Can't use an external hard drive on Xbox Series S. See, I don't know whether you are allowed to add your own external hard drive or whether they are limiting it to Microsoft official. These are the only ones that you can use. I don't know. So, no. You never know. So many people will pre-order. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. Have they said if you get special day one edition? No, which is a little surprising actually. That's a good point. Because do I still have that controller even though I used my other one? Is this it? Oh, that isn't it. Is it this one and it's worn off? I swear I didn't have 3 Xbox controllers. What the hell? Where's my... I don't know. Yeah, like... That has really, really confused me. I don't understand. But yeah, like day 1 edition, day 1 2013 on the controller and stuff like that was nice. Do I think you'll be able to get a PS5 on release day without pre-ordering, just walk in during the day and get it? No. You will have to go into the store and pre-order. But that may just be putting down like a £10 deposit so that you can get in the queue to get one on release day. That's most likely what you'll have to do for that. Project Scorpio. Hope the console lives up to the hype. Thanks for the information. No problem. Glad I could help. I know a lot of people have a lot of questions. I'm trying to do my best to answer this question. Jaden, nice. Do I think FIFA on next gen will be as big of a jump visually like PS3 to PS4? Probably. Probably. Do we know if sale includes a game? You will not get a game with your console. No. Well, not a next gen game. This gen will be a big boost to games and such who have been hurt over the years. The game and such who have been hurt over the years plus COVID, yes. 800 gig of space. See, that doesn't sound like that much. Xbox going to be £500. No, it's not. It was announced like 10 days ago. You have an Xbox One right now, but you're going to get a PS5. What will happen to your FIFA team? So, if you change if you change console type, right? You change your path. For a lot of games and everything like that. Stallion, exactly. A little bit disappointing. If you go from Xbox to PlayStation or PlayStation to Xbox, you won't get free upgrades. So let's say COD. If you buy COD on Xbox One, and then you eventually get an Xbox Series X or S, you will get an upgrade for free. However, if you have FIFA on Xbox One, and then get a PS5, you will have to buy the game again. And that is the case for everything so far. Right? Specifically for FIFA, your progress and everything like that will not carry from one console to the other side. However, something like COD, I'm pretty sure they've said, has cross-generation, cross-platform play and progression. So COD, you'd be fine. You'd be fine. But yeah. Game Leicester have just tweeted this. It's official. You can pre-order the PS5 tomorrow morning with us from 8 AM. See you there. And this isn't like a massive Amazon or anything saying this. This is Game in Leicester. So you would assume... I love how Xbox and Game Pass are trending. Of course they are. You'd assume that that would mean that everywhere is going to be 8 AM. Bilbo, yeah. Can. So how will Ultimate Team carry over from PS4 to PS5? It's the same on both. On Amazon, we can pre-order. I mean, I can't show you Amazon because Amazon have a great thing where they basically show your address at all times. So I can't ever really show Amazon stuff on stream. If you type in PS5 on Amazon UK, nothing comes up. PlayStation 5? Assassin's Creed on PS5 comes up. That's it. Oh, Watch Dogs on PS5. Far Cry on PS5. But no consoles or anything like that yet. Nothing yet. But it's looking like 8 AM. Can't you just cover up your address? I don't have a setup for going on Amazon and having it set. I don't know. Ben, I don't care. Incog tab because I don't think you stay signed in. Yeah, that's not a bad idea to be honest with you. Xbox Series S with Game Pass is the best bet. The finance options on Xbox are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Setting an alarm for 8 AM. Anything major bar price? Oh, Console wars will begin on Twitter. Will online gaming be free on PS or not? I think so. Lee, over 2 years, yes. You should be able to pre-order from tomorrow morning. Amazon took their listing they've had up for the past 2 months down just before the presentation started. Interesting. Cool with me. Alright, record with Jack at 9 after I pre-ordered the PS5. Sounds good to me. Rog, yeah. They've not showed anything about FIFA 21. No. There's not a... You don't have any experience with Xbox or PlayStation. I think if you have... Where apart from Amazon can we pre-order? Xbox in the UK is going to be Amazon, Game, Curry's, Tesco, Smith's Toys, John Lewis, Shop 2, and like 3 other places as well. I wasn't expecting Friday Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, same. KT, assuming that you get the disc, the physical drive version of the PS5, yes. You only came to see the price. Here you go. So yeah, if you don't have any preference, I think if I were you, I would look at the games that are coming out on both. Which ones are cross-platform, which ones are exclusives. And I would base it off of that. For example, if you really, really like the look of some of the PlayStation exclusive games, go for that. YouTube live chat gets to the stream a lot faster than Twitch. Pretty quick, isn't it? Simpsons, I don't know what that means. Oh, you're answering someone. Sorry. FIFA 21, most likely not going to be cross-platform. Although, they've not announced anything to do with next-gen FIFA. So, who knows? We'll see. I doubt it. Xbox exclusives, biggest ones, you will have Halo, Gears of War, and Forza. Are probably the biggest. Would FIFA 21 really make a difference on the new console? No idea. If you have a disk drive, why do you have to download the game? Doesn't make sense. You install the game, then you download updates. Egg, then you're all good. Yeah, Meth, I really don't know. You thought Demon's Souls would be a permanent exclusive. But it's going to be on PC as well, yeah. But that's the same, right? A lot of the Xbox exclusives, and now a lot of the PlayStation exclusives, are also going to be on PC. The difference is, Game Pass carries over to PC as well. Like Game Pass Ultimate, right? You get stuff on PC and Xbox. So you would still get Halo under Game Pass on PC. There really isn't any noticeable differences in specs quality between Xbox Series X and PS5. Xbox specs seem to be a tiny bit better, but in reality, you won't notice any difference. If you play COD on both consoles, there will be no difference, right? The only way that there will ever be a difference is in how much power they can get out of the console on an exclusive game. Right? But in reality, for the most part, you won't notice anything. Matt, it's easy once you've done it a lot. Alex, nice. You'll be able to pre-order the PS5 from basically everywhere you can imagine that you would be able to. Stallion, that I would be amazed if that's true. For the same price, Xbox has better specs, and PS5 has better exclusives. Again, it depends on the kind of stuff that you are interested in. Harvey, one has a disk drive, one doesn't. Pre-order. Okay. How can we know if the PS5 games are available for PS4? I don't know what that means. $100 for a disc drive, yeah, which you'll save if you end up buying like 20 games. Especially if you sell old games, right? If you buy a COD because you normally play it for 6 months before you stop playing it, and then you sell it, right? And you do that with 5 games, something like that, and it's more than worth it. I'm new here, you just earned a sub. I would advise not subscribing unless you like FIFA. I stream and upload FIFA every day. That's what I do. If you don't like FIFA, this ain't the place for you. However, if you do like FIFA and you've not subbed, join me. Getty, I would assume so. Feel like as a parent, the Xbox X or S for you with Xbox Game Pass finance option makes it so much better. Yeah, it's huge. Implosion, nice. What's a disc drive? The thing you put a disc in. What game are you most excited for? Next gen? Ratchet and Clank. Stallion, yes. Because to get a PC with the specs of the next gen consoles will probably cost you over $1,000. Jaden, I agree. Can you transfer your current 2TB hard drive into the PS5? No. Is a new Harry Potter game available for PS4? Someone said earlier it's available on current gen and next gen. Yeah. As it stands, PS5 launch games, Demon's Souls, Destruction All-Stars, Spider-Man, Sackboy, and Astro's Playroom. But surely COD's a launch game. And surely FIFA's a launch game. Because when does COD come out? Cold War release day. 13th of November. I guess it's not technically a launch title if you're in the US then. Comes out a day after. Implosion, yeah, should be good. David, no. Haven't been able to get streams for a while. Are you streaming on Twitch again yet, or is that later on in the year? I might stream on Twitch over this weekend for the COD Cold War Alpha. Let's see. PS UK just tweeted. They have. PS5 pre-orders will be available starting as early as tomorrow at select retailers. Interesting. Interesting. If you have EA Play Pro, which is supposed to give unlimited game time as opposed to just EA Play, which is only 10 hours of game time, does that mean you don't need to buy the game for you to play the entire version? I don't know how that works. Xbox doesn't have Fall Guys. Not yet. It will do. Release date of PS5 is the 12th in America, 19th in Europe. Jack, I don't know. 500 budget for Christmas. Which PS5 would you buy? But if I get the cheaper one, you could buy FIFA points. You only really play FIFA as well. If you honestly only play FIFA, get the digital one. If you are saying that you mainly play FIFA, but you actually play quite a few games, I think you're better to go for the other one. Right? But if you only play FIFA, there's no reason to not get digital. And John, I don't know. I'm enjoying this. And I like helping people. Like, there are so many people that need information about this, and I'm trying to help as many people as I can, because a lot of people will be very confused. Right? Blair, yes. All Guys will come to Xbox, we just don't know exactly when. Holt said that's so good. You like these types of streams, you like answering these too. I like being helpful. Like, honestly, one of the most wholesome things on the internet to me is seeing people help each other. Right? So even if it's in the comments of one of my videos, like I do a video of 6 PM content on FIFA and there's an SBC. If someone asks a question as to like, I have this team, do you think I should do this? And someone answers them. I just love it, man. I love seeing people help each other out. Because of how negative a lot of the internet is, and all of the stupid stuff that you see every single day, it's really nice just to see people being normal. People being normal. How many games can digital hold? It depends how big the games are going to be. If they're the same size as COD, 6, 5, I don't know. I do have a fancy league, yes. Leicester are also going to sell Adrian Silva to Sampdoria. There's some wages gone. Nice. AXA, it really depends on what you want to play and how much money you have. It's £50 FIFA points too. You only play FIFA in 3 games. There you go. Perfect. Honestly say you've been massive help. Tech noob, parent of 3, money isn't something you can just splash out. Thank you very much. No problem. They announced that there will be memory cards for PS5 as well. I think what will be big is whether you'll be able to buy ones that are not PlayStation branded and attach them. Like, for example, my Xbox One, I have an external drive. That's not a Microsoft drive. It's just a cheap external hard drive that I have my games saved on. Right? So if I can do that, then that's going to be really, really good. Favorite FIFA? 17. Kaushik, thank you. Which one do I recommend out of PS and Xbox for someone who only plays FIFA? Series S. Blur, still yes. AXA, it depends on what games you play. If you love the PlayStation exclusives, get that. If you only play FIFA, you only play COD, get an Xbox Series S. Unless you are desperate to play in 4K. Tommy, sick for them. The Warzone drive, yeah. Fantasy Premier League, I have a video explaining what it is and how it works. If you're Rogue, yeah. Yeah. I'm getting both consoles. Which PS5 we could pay in installments? See, that is a huge advantage for Xbox. Huge. That, yeah, if you want to pay on finance, then that's the way. Multiplayer Alpha. Oh, for those that missed it during the stream, if you have a PS4, doesn't matter if you have PS Plus, doesn't matter if you own COD, the Multiplayer Alpha for the new COD comes out tomorrow. The Alpha is complete with multiple modes, maps, and a preview of the Creator Class and Score Streak system. Preload begins tomorrow, 8 AM Pacific. Pacific time now. 15:07, so 8 hours What's that? 4 p.m. 4 p.m. preload. And the alpha kicks off September 18th at 10 a.m. Pacific. So preload at 4 p.m., playable at 6 p.m. And it's out for 2 days. 2 days. How much is it in Australian dollars? If it's not on there, don't know. Rita could be very, very good. You're getting both, yes. Don't some retailers offer finance, granted high interest? Probably yes, but again, that's the problem with interest, whereas Xbox is interest-free. Web app 30th at EA Access first, most likely. When does it end? What, the stream? Dunno. You want the PS5? The games you like are Warzone, Spider-Man, new game, GTA 6 or 5. If you really want Spider-Man, then you got to get PS5. Simple as that. GTA will be on both. Warzone will be on both. But something like Spider-Man is PS exclusive, so. Pre-order start tomorrow. Yep, I will be waking up ready to do it. Herp, don't know. Is there extra cost on the finance if you order the new Xbox? No, it's cheaper to do it on finance than to buy it outright. Will your PS Plus still be active on PS5? Yes. Why does the UK have to wait a week longer? No idea. Will many people have to wait to pre-order? I don't know. Keep in mind you can sell your old console and get the new for even cheaper. Yep. Yep. What's the memory for it? Apparently a terabyte. But probably going to be closer to like 850, 860 gig. Digital or normal? Normal for me. CF, no. What time pre-order? We don't know. Can I get the specs up? Not really. Some people are saying like 8 a.m. That's what it is going to be for Xbox. So we're assuming that it's going to be the same for PS. We don't know. AXA, honestly, I would not advise subscribing to my channel unless you like FIFA. I only stream and upload FIFA on here. I will be doing other games like COD on Twitch, but I only do FIFA here on YouTube. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. Even if you like me, that's all that is on this YouTube channel pretty much. So I don't want you subbing to someone whose content you're not going to be interested in. What's the Bram? Don't know. Kaushik, thank you very much for becoming a member. You're a legend. Legend. Harry Potter is going to be an open world RPG, yeah. Do I think there will be different bundles to pre-order for PS5? Maybe. Xbox pre-orders are the 22nd. Do I think PS5 won the console war? I honestly don't know. I think it's very, very even. Implosion, yeah, I think it'll have a bit more than that. How can you pre-order? Go in store or online? Both. MNX, again, the video explains everything. And this will probably be ending soon. Ben, exactly. Don't hate FIFA, but you don't like it, but I like you. Still subbing, because this is going to be your first console, never had PS4 or nothing, so that's why you want to get the best. Fair enough. Again, it is only FIFA, other than one-off streams like this. So, if I see you again, you're a legend, and maybe I'll make you interested in it. Who knows? What's I'm not sure about that. Mark, that would be my assumption. Yes. Yeah, you could trade in your Xbox One, and then it'd be cheaper to get an Xbox Series X. I think that in probably 3 years we'll get upgraded versions of the consoles, yeah, like pro versions. That wouldn't surprise me, but it will be a few years before that happens. Like 2023 or 24, something like that. Spider-Man on PS5 will include remastered version of Spider-Man PS4 in the Ultimate Edition. That interests me. So AXA, thank you for subbing, even if you don't like the game that I stream. Lolo, I don't know. I don't know. Alex, if you get a PS5 with a disc drive, yes. I think we can get finance options from third parties like PC World, potentially. I think it'll be slim rather than more power. I disagree. I just don't think there's enough to warrant bringing that out compared to an upgraded one when we've had PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. Rogue, I don't know. Do I think this is the last gen of consoles? They're getting so close to PCs now. Don't know. I'll watch you when you stream it because I haven't paid attention to it, so I'll watch you to see if I like it. Fair enough. Problem is they only did that because of 4K. It depends if developers start finding limitations with the consoles in the next few years. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? But yeah. I just want pre-orders to go live. Will PS4 players be able to play with PS5 players? Depends on the game. COD? Yes. FIFA? No. PS5 is not 8K, 120 FPS. Dems, one has a disk drive, one doesn't. Waltzy, you can't really. If you want to send me a message privately, then you can tweet me or do it on Instagram or something like that. Lewis, yeah. That sucks. That sucks. My opinion is PS5 a beast. Both top versions of both consoles are going to be animals. They're going to be monstrous. They're going to be really good. Really good. Is NBA cross-platform? I have no idea. I know COD is. That's about it. But I think, after nearly 2.5 hours, I think we're going to call it there. I think we're going to call it there. All the information we've gone over 100+ times now. These are your prices. These are your release dates. Pre-orders are going to start tomorrow. We don't have an exact time, but they will start tomorrow. For those curious, Hogwarts Legacy will be available for PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. It's on everything. It's on everything. There you go. Confirmed. Confirmed from the official Hogwarts Legacy account. The PS, they've just thrown that into theirs. Not Switch. No, not Switch. But there you go. So, that is going to be that. Thank you very much, anyone that tuned in. That was a bit of hype. Mark, no you don't. No you don't. I'm excited for both consoles. I will be pre-ordering a PS5 tomorrow morning. As soon as it's possible to do so, I will do it. But again, confirmation here. PS5 pre-orders will be available starting as early as tomorrow at select retailers. Game say that it's from 8 AM. Now, I don't know if that is in-store or online. Both from tomorrow morning. There you go. So, I assume it's going to be the same with stuff like Amazon. But we'll have to wait and see. So, thank you very much everyone that was a part of tonight's stream. Tomorrow we're obviously going to do a bit of FIFA. I'm going to be uploading a 7-minute squads and I'll be doing a little stream at some point as well. So, the stream will probably be at like 3 or 4 PM, something along that, something along those times. Other than that though, that is going to be it for tonight's stream. The hype is real for the PS5 and Xbox. It's going to be good. Before you go, which one can I install more games? How many games can it hold? I don't know, because we don't know game sizes. If it's anything like Warzone, then you'll probably be able to install the I think they're the same size on each console. You're probably going to be able to hold about 6 or 7 games. If they're the same size as COD. But we don't know right now. Okay? But that's going to be that for today. I'll see you tomorrow. I really, really hope that you enjoyed the stream. If you didn't and haven't already, we're 10 likes away from 300. Maybe we could hit that to end it off. And if you're new to my channel, I stream and upload FIFA every day. If you're interested in FIFA and you enjoy my style of streaming, make sure you subscribe. Right? I will be getting the PS5 physical edition and the Xbox Series X. There you go. Pre-orders start tomorrow for PlayStation, Xbox the 22nd of September. 2 likes until we hit 300. We're going to end it on that. Thank you anyone that came in today. Thank you if you thumbed it up. Thank you if you subscribed. Thank you to Kaushik for becoming a member. Thank you to Rog for the super chat. The 2 super chats, sorry. Oh, I didn't read the message of the first one. I thanked you, but I didn't read the message. Could never get used to the Xbox controller. Oh, no, I did. Yeah. Some people just like one more than the other. Thank you to Ben for the super chat and Implosion for the Prime 12 months as well. So, that's going to be it for me today. AXA, no, the one with the disk drive. There you go. But there it is, 300 likes. Thank you very much, one and all, for being a part of today's stream. Second stream. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Goodbye. The hype is real.